It's Rick without the K. James presents, in my opinion, podcast.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell. Thank you for watching.
Right, you guys warmed up? You ready? You ready?
All right, go for it, man.
Let's see what we got here. All right. Let's go with one of Sophia's questions.
Okay.
Oh man.
She thought of this, and it made me think of it. Halloween's coming up.
Yeah.
Even though you don't have to give that part, but what scares you? I'll go first. I've said this before in a podcast. What scares me is my kids getting hurt. That's something I can't control. That's something I'll never be able to control. I've made this. I've talked about this story, but I'll say it again. Is my son, when he was about 9 months old, had a febrile seizure, which is basically he got too hot and then had a seizure. And I don't give a fuck what kind of nursing I had. It was all out the window. Yeah. All I saw was my kid shaking and his eyes rolling in the back of his head. Yeah. And I was just like, I called 911 and I told her, I said, I hope that 911 call never comes out like Dave Chappelle and shit, because I was crying like a little bitch and shit. Yeah. Like, just kidding, my baby gonna die. Like, so that's what scares me. I don't think I can deal with anything else. Anything that deals with me, fuck it. I've been through it. I've been through the car accident. I've been a bunch of car accidents. I've flipped my car over in a canal, the water rising. That was scary as fuck. But I will say it wasn't as scary as fuck as seeing my kid shaking.
Absolutely.
So we're going to kick it over to you because it's your question. She has a story.
Excuse me. I think my original question was, what's the scariest thing that's ever happened to you? That's okay.
Okay.
Answer it. Go for it.
Here,
so,
Rick over here fucking up questions.
The most scared I've ever been was a couple of occasions where I thought I was going to go to jail. Where like the cops looked at me and were like, "All right, we're taking you in."
She said a couple.
Yeah, bro, she's right.
And my whole life flashed before my eyes, and I was like, "Oh shit, what am I going to do? Like, what am I going to tell my parents?" And then I realized, "Oh, I'm an adult. I don't have to even tell my parents that this is happening." But
she's putting brass knuckles in her butthole just in case. She's like, watch these bitches and let them see if they try me.
Other than that, what scares me most now is being in some kind of emergency situation, like an active shooter. And just like...
You think about shit like that?
I think about shit like that. I think about that when I'm at the movie theaters, when I'm with my daughter. Like, I'm always looking for the emergency exit or the closest, like...
That's not a regular thought for a female.
Like, if that were to happen, what am I going to do? Obviously, first I'm going to make sure that my daughter's safe. How am I going to make her safe? Is there a place to run? Is there a place to hide? That kind of thing.
So what would you do in that situation?
It depends. It depends on if I'm by the emergency exit, we're out of there. Yeah. It depends on where we are in the theater. It depends on, so many things. But I'm always scanning just to, check, am I right? Do I know where things are? Anyone look crazy?
do you feel that way? Do you think you feel that way because you have a daughter? Or do you think that even if you didn't have kids, this would be a concern of yours?
If I didn't have kids, I wouldn't give a fuck. I would just be like, it is what it is. But because I have my child, it's like I have to be. You just become aware of so many. Like as a mother, especially, I think you just think of the worst possible scenarios that can happen at any given moment, and you're just like, all right, I need to prepare for that.
So do you get weirded out, like if your daughter has to go in the bathroom, but you don't, and you just stand out there and wait for her, and because that seems like more of a normal parent thing, right?
Yeah, it just depends on where we are. She's 8 now, so if she has to go and we're at a restaurant, it's just us two, and I can see where the bathroom is. I'm like, yeah, okay, we'll go for it. But if I can't see, or we're in a really big place, and I go with her. Yeah. And
I asked that before I turn it over to Rudy. Just hearing that statement, your first statement, kind of is weird and awkward for me. Yeah. Because I feel like that's something that dudes normally do. Where I'll give the example of, we normally will go into a bar, and if there's one dude in a bar that's getting really aggressive, maybe been drinking, like a dude will heighten up and be like, hey, if we go in together, I'll be like, hey, Rudy, this dude,
keep an eye on him.
We know we're about to maybe have to deal with something.
Yeah.
I've never been around a woman that sees that shit too. It's normally I normally go to a bar with a girl that's like, oh, I wonder if he wants to talk to us. And I'm like, leave him alone, you dumbass.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you're going to start the shit. Like,
My friend will fuck you up, mister. And Rick's like, I don't even know her. I don't even.
I'm
No,
like,
yeah.
Mom, leave him alone. Like,
All right, so I guess the things that, to answer both questions, the time that I was most scared in my life was probably, I was 19, I was smoking weed in my homie's car. We got pulled over, we got blurped. We didn't even get pulled over, we were just parked in the neighborhood. And we got blurped, and that's not anything new. But the thing that really made this different is that the cops started tripping like extra hard. And I wasn't even that high, so I know I wasn't tripping. But the cops started tripping extra hard. And there was I was on the passenger side in the front seat. My homie was in the front seat in the driver's side. One cop on each window, and then all of a sudden the cop on his side says he's got a bullet in his pocket. Okay, that don't even make no fucking sense. Like, that's not a reason to be alarmed.
Yeah.
First of all, how can you see through somebody's pocket and know that that's a bullet? And second of all, even if a motherfucker did have a bullet in his pocket, so the fuck what? What's he gonna do? Throw it at you?
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say,
So the lady, female cop, says that she pulls out her gun. That prompts this dude on my side to pull out his gun. He puts it to my temple, but he's also telling me, just relax. She's tripping. I don't know what she's talking about. Just relax. Don't move. Don't move. And I got my hands on the fucking on the dashboard, and I'm looking at my homie, and I'm hoping that he doesn't twitch or do something stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna make her do something stupid, and that's gonna make me twitch and do something stupid, and that's gonna make this motherfucker do something stupid, right? This type of shit you think about in like half a second. And he's trying. It was the oddest thing ever because he was trying to calm me down and tell me to relax. She's tripping. I don't know what she's talking about. But at the same time, he's got the fucking barrel to my temple.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have it pressed on there.
This is another cop?
This is another cop, but it's like tapping. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, am I gonna die like this? I'm like, damn, man, this
How
is
old
not.
were you?
I was 19, bro.
Oh,
and
shit.
I mean, so it was a while ago, but at the same time, I just always remember that. I was like, yeah, in Hayward.
I know.
And it was over in one of the neighborhoods off of 8th Street.
I was gonna say it must have been off 8th Street.
Bro, and I was just like, damn, dog. I was like, I didn't think I was gonna die like this.
I think I dealt with the same cops.
Maybe I wouldn't be surprised. And I was scared as fuck because I was like, it was the first time in my life where I felt like that my life was truly out of my hands in that moment. It really, I had no. There was
Did
too
you do
many
anything
things.
afterwards, like file a complaint?
No. They handcuffed us. They put us in the back seat for about 20 minutes. Then they let us go. They let me drive my car home.
Wow.
And then on the way out, I was so shook that when they let me drive, I had a 76 Monte Carlos. It's a big ass car, right? So when I fucking put the car in reverse to exit, I fucking tapped the car behind me. And I was like, the cops were right there. And they were just like, just go. And I was like, thank you. Skated out of there, bro. It was fucked up. I was scared as fuck, man. This motherfucker
Allegedly.
Yeah, he had a gun in my temple. And I was just like, God damn it, this is crazy. So that's the most scared I've ever been in my life in one instant. But the thing that scares me the most, I'm not afraid of death. I've made peace with death, through like philosophy and through like watching other people live and die. But the one thing that does scare me though is that I don't want to grow to be senile and maybe have like Alzheimer's and just be somebody who people have to deal with and nobody can get to you or understand you, and you have those episodes where you come in and out and you're like scared because you don't realize what the fuck is going on. Then you go back into the darkness and everybody around you, their soul dies slowly because they're watching you deteriorate and you don't even know what the fuck is going on.
Damn.
I saw my grandma go through that and that shit stuck with me forever, and I was like, please God, anything, any AIDS, anything but that.
Yeah.
Because that's fucked up. That's a fucked up way to go out.
Pull the plug at that point.
What was that?
Pull the plug for me at that point.
But Sophia, that's the cold part about it. You're right. Like, that's the sentiment, right? Like, please, let's just end it. But the thing is, though, that you're still a fully functioning person. It's just that your mind is not there. So the people around you, they don't have the option to just pull the plug. They just have to sit there and wait until you deteriorate little by little every single day.
The funny thing is, I think I've told people I can't wait to get to that point in my life where I'm like, I can't wait till I don't remember your ass or you, and I just come in here, I'm happy, I might fucking come in swinging. A lot of people are aggressive, right? I don't know if your grandma was
she was super aggressive.
Them motherfuckers is mean, right? When you get dementia, you are mean as fuck, right?
But when you tap back in, when you go in and out of it, that's what fucks people up, though. I don't want to, like, if I check out, I just want to check out. Fine, I'm cool with going crazy and being insane full time. Oh shit!
What was that?
Some sort of bug. I'm cool with being crazy and insane full time. I'm cool with that. But it's the part where they tap back in for a little bit.
So you don't want somebody reading a notebook to you, telling you about your life?
Hell no. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on? And then they're like, Grandpa! And I'm like,
Boy, Charlie Murphy, my main man, Rick James. That's the one you think, the comedian Rick James. Get up.
I can't hear my neighbor crying, I can't breathe.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell. Thank you for watching.